Hello my friends, and welcome to another chilly frosty video with me, Steve England Outdoor Learning. It's -6 degrees today and it's cold, and I've just been walking around here at Oldbury Court in Bristol, and I've come to look at the pine trees, and I want to show you a way how you guys can make a fire lighter just literally from this tree. I'll turn the camera around, watch. So look, all I do guys is go wander around the trees. It's a pine tree. I'm looking for wounds like that. Can you see all the wounds? Look at that, you see all the wounds? Absolutely loaded with pine resin, flammable resin. Look, you see that there? A solid turpine there, where the tree's been wounded and it sent all the pine resin in to seal it and sort the wound out. And also I noticed down here, there's a wound in the tree there, and there's a load of pine needles stuck in the resin, so that they're coated with resin. So what I've done is I've been walking around and I found a pine cone on the floor. Let me go and get you one. There's one. There you go. And this is a really good way of making a fire lighter, because all you do is if you get some pine resin and push it in between the scales of the pine cones like that with some resinous needles and then light it, you've got literally a really good fire lighter just from the pine tree only. And I made one just a minute ago. I put it out on the path. It's been burning about 10 minutes. There you go, look at that. That's just pure pine. And I've stuffed the pine resin in it as well. You see that? Look at that, look. There's your fire lighter there. You see that? Look at that. And that's just purely stuffing pine resin in between the scales. You can see it bubbling away there. So what you've got is a real self-contained fire lighter and a coal from one tree. Just by collecting bits of resin, pushing it in between the scales of a dead pine cone, and then light it. And I'll say that's been burning for about 10 minutes, and that'll probably burn for another 10 more, because I've stuffed loads of pine resin in there. And once it ignites, as I say, it stays hot for ages. Look at that. I'm just going to ignite a big piece of resin. With pine resin you have to get it to temperature before it combusts. Like that. There you go, look at that, look. What a perfect little fire lighter. Easy to do. And the thing is, you guys could go and collect some pine resin and keep it in a pot, or shove it in between the scales of a pine cone and keep them in your bag. So you've always got a fire lighter at any time. Look at that. It's amazing, isn't it? I'm going to put it out. So there you go, guys. Pine trees are brilliant for fire. I just walk around the trees looking for lumps of resin, and then get some pine cones, stuff the resin in the scales, and then light it, and you've got a really good fire lighter. Anyway, stay warm. Woo!